Every 4 years, the whole planet stops for one tournament. And the biggest names in football history, Pelé, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, they all had their moment on that stage. But some of the greatest players who ever lived never got one. Not one match. Not 1 minute. Today we count down the 5 greatest footballers who never played a World Cup. And number 1 is not who you think. Some people call him the greatest of all time. Let's count them down. Number 5. Eric Cantona, the king of Old Trafford. 4 Premier League titles in 5 years. The man who turned Manchester United back into an empire. But for France, the story ended early. After the Kung Fu kick and the 8-month ban, a new coach rebuilt France around a young Zinedine Zidane. And the king never came back. He retired at just 30. And 1 year later, France lifted the World Cup. Without him. The team he was born to lead won it all, the moment he walked away. Number 4. George Weah, the only African player to ever win the Ballon d'Or, World Player of the Year in '95, a one-man forward line for AC Milan. But Weah played for Liberia, a nation of 5 million, torn by civil war. He paid for the team's flights. He paid for their kits. He even coached them. In 2002, they missed the World Cup by a single point. He never got there as a player, so he became the President of Liberia instead. From the slums of Monrovia, to the Ballon d'Or, to President, and still, 0 World Cup minutes. Number 3. Ryan Giggs, the most decorated player in the history of English football. 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, 24 seasons at Manchester United. But Giggs was Welsh, 64 caps for Wales, and not one major tournament. In 1993, Wales needed 1 penalty kick to reach the World Cup playoff spot. Paul Bodin stepped up and hit the crossbar. Giggs waited his whole career for that door to open. It never did. The greatest career football has ever seen, with a passport that kept it locked out. Number 2. George Best, the 5th Beatle, the Ballon d'Or winner of 1968. Maybe the most naturally gifted footballer the British Isles ever produced. Pelé himself was asked about the greatest ever, and the answer that always gets quoted, Maradona good, Pelé better, George Best. But Best played for Northern Ireland. 1.5 million people. When they finally reached the World Cup in 1982, he was 35, and his best years were gone. The stage that was made for him. He watched it on television. And number 1, the one that still doesn't feel real, Alfredo Di Stefano, the man who built Real Madrid. 5 European Cups in a row, 2 Ballons d'Or. Ask anyone who saw him play, and they'll tell you he did everything. Defended, created, scored. A complete footballer decades before the phrase existed. He was so good, 3 different countries capped him. Argentina, Colombia, Spain, and yet, 0 World Cup minutes. In 1950, Argentina withdrew from the tournament. In 54, his Colombian move left him in FIFA limbo. In 58, Spain failed to qualify. And in 62, Spain finally made it. He was in the squad, and an injury kept him on the bench for every single match. 3 nations, 4 chances, 0 minutes. The greatest player never to touch the game's greatest stage. Cantona, Weah, Giggs, Best, Di Stefano. 5 legends, 0 World Cups, and proof that greatness and glory are not the same thing. Spain lifted the trophy on July 19th. Ferran Torres, extra time, 1-0. And somewhere in that tournament, a great player just ran out of chances for good. So here's the question for the comments. Which superstar playing right now is most in danger of joining this list? Name him and subscribe, because the next World Cup is 4 years away, and this list is still open.